And good morning, everyone. I'm Brian Winnikins from Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. We're at the Pierce County Fair this week, and we're kicking things off with our video streaming coverage of the Swine show this morning from the Pierce County Fair. We'll be getting things underway shortly. And thank you to our sponsors as well on our video streaming service at our website at realcountry1430.com. Thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. Also, thank you to Dunn Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. Also, NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durant. Sunstrom and Company, your local tax experts. Call them for end-of-year tax planning at 672-4425. Or you can visit them on their website as well to schedule that appointment. Bauer Seeds and Service, your local Pioneer Seed and Pivot Bio dealer serving the Durand area. Visit BauerSeedsandService.com for more information. Also, SFB, Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. Where electronic banking is easy, visit sfbank.com. And Alcivia, a leading member-owned agriculture and fuel cooperative serving Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois right now. They have some great products to get ready for 2026 through their Verity program. All you have to do is visit alcivia.com for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our video streams. Without their help, it's pretty simple. We wouldn't be here at the Pierce County Fair. Those of you watching us on our Facebook and YouTube channels, let us know in the comment section where you're watching from, what city you're watching from today. We'd love to hear from you this morning as well. We'll be getting things underway shortly.
We're going to start the talk show here in a few minutes, so get ready. The judge is here, so...
A couple of things to also, just a few things to pass along here at the Pierce County Fairgrounds. While we have cell towers right on top of us, we're actually too close to both of them, so we could have some video interruptions at times. Just to let you know. Plus, with the way their sound system works here, we are not able to tap into it. We have to actually just take it from one of the really small speakers here. So we apologize in advance, but it's what we have to work with. We'll try to get through it all throughout the morning. Again, we'll be getting things underway here in just a couple minutes. And welcome Beaver Dam checking in as always this morning. Good morning. Again, if you're watching on our Facebook or YouTube channels, let us know in the comment section what city you're watching from. Always love to hear from folks this morning. We have the Swine show today. Tomorrow at about 8 o'clock or about 9 o'clock as well. We'll have the beef show, and then tomorrow night it's the livestock auction at about 7. Dairy show Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Saturday. 10 classes today. We'll be starting with our first guilt class here coming up. And again, where we're at, we will try to keep the crowd from standing right in front of the camera. We're going to do the best we can. So hopefully our view won't be too blocked at times, but I'll do the best I can to have folks kind of stay out of the immediate camera shot so we can see what's going on. I can't make the camera go any higher, unfortunately, so. Again, we'll be getting things underway here in just a couple minutes. They're still getting some folks signed in and that sort of thing. So going to be just a few minutes before we get everything underway. Thank you to Compeer Financial, a member-owned farm credit cooperative serving and supporting agriculture in rural communities. Visit Compeer.com for more information.
We need this class number 1 driving to the ring.
Well, I guess we're going to get our first class underway. Again, we'll do the best we can here to try to keep an unobstructed view. Class 1 will be gilts, by the way. Thank you to O'Galley Cheese Factory for all of your snacking needs, featuring cheese, locally made beef sticks, sausages, pizza, ice cream, and a whole lot more. You can also visit their website and order online. They do ship anywhere in the country. Or visit the store, open 7 days a week, Highway 25 at Durand. Also, Numbers Are Us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West at Durand. Visit Rhonda online. Find out how a daily money manager can help your family to protect your family from fees, fraud, and family conflicts too. Visit Rhonda online at numbersareus.com, or you can also visit Rhonda on Facebook. All right, so first class coming in. Got 12 in this first class.
Hey, we gotta have
Well, we're keeping narrowing down our class here. Looks like we're down to our last 4 here in the class. First class of gilts. Oh, that's all right.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pierce County Fair. Appreciate the opportunity to come and work with the youth. I'm a 4-H'er at heart. I was a 4-H'er when I was this big, and when I was this big. And then as you get too old, they kick you out, and you got to find ways to be part of 4-H and FFA, and this is the way that I found that most satisfying for me. I get a chance to judge throughout the state and throughout the Midwest, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today and sort your hogs. I think we've got some really solid hogs in this group. There's some things we can talk about. We're going to start with the black hog here. I think he gives me the most width of top, the dimension of that lower ham. I'd like to see them bigger for the industry today. If anybody can tell me what is the biggest dollar cut on a hog anymore? Any idea? Bacon. Bacon is the biggest dollar cut on a hog. So if you have a bacon cheeseburger lately, obviously a lot of people do. And what is bacon made up of? It's made up of fat. So generally we're going to a little bit bigger hog in our what we're looking for from a commercial standpoint here. But these hogs, I think the black hog is still finished and she's trim, but yet has enough muscle through that top and through that lower leg. She's going to sort herself on the top of the class. Second is going to be the ham gilt, a gilt that has a little attitude with the hot weather. We can understand that. Gives up some of that width at the top that we started out with the black gilt. Maybe gives me an extra pork chopping a little bit longer sided, but a hog again that could probably use a few more pounds to be market ready. The Burke Exploded gilt here is going to be third. She's a gilt that is putting on a little bit more condition, but then she's got muscle over that top down through that lower ham. I think from a condition standpoint, she probably has the most in this class, but it's not overdone. And we're talking about those bacon cheeseburgers. That's going to give us just a little extra carcass merit to her, and she'll be third in your class. We can excuse these guys now. We'll bring on our bedroom. In our red flight here, we started to shorten up these hogs a little bit. Hogs that we want to have a little bit more length of side. The spotted gilt does have that, but gives up some of the width of top that we started out the class with. Putting on a little bit of condition up through that jaw, just like the trimmer up a little bit. But all these hogs do need to have a little bit more weight to them. But pretty solid hogs for your record. Use them. With the light root here, we start to narrow up these hogs, we start to sharpen them up. The ham gilt there, we just want to make her a little bit wider over that top, give her more dimension to that lower leg, that lower ham. The gray gilt here, I find that the length of side that she has, we just want to make her a little wider top, give her more dimension to that lower third. The other gilt that we've got here, again, just widen these animals out, just give them a little bit more volume, give them more muscle capacity to hang a layer carcass. We're going to round out the class with some hogs that in my opinion, they're just a little bit early for them. They're hogs that easily needed another 20, 30 pounds, maybe even up to 50 pounds of weight. But with that, we needed more muscle volume. We started to be a little finer in their composition. Just needed more product and more overall meat volume
No, I think he's got it. I think he's got it off.
He's actually got it off. I'm shocked. Cheers. I'm going to go up to him and say, hey, you did something.
Sure. Go ahead. Watching coverage of the Pierce County Fair Swine Show again. Apologize for our view. It's not the best. We're trying to, and we're trying something with the sound system here where we're going to be able to actually hear the person talk instead of off the speakers. So we're going to try something here real quick.
That's what I said. You need a few phone books.
So far, yeah. Yeah, I'll go around the other side.
All right, our second flight of hogs here. We still have some underweight hogs. We're looking for something a little bit bigger, but really what we're trying to do is balance out adequate condition and maximum muscling.
I think the blue-putted hog that is
Got it.
in your second class here is your top hog in this round. I think he's a hog that combines the widest top, deepest stifle, widest ham, most depth of ham, and a hog that still is a little light for the industry here today, but a hog that I think is pretty complete in his make. For second, we're going to go with the ham hog here, a hog that gives up some of the width of top that we started out with, maybe some of that dimension of that lower hog, that lower ham, but a hog that's a little gimpy on that back left foot here today, which won't matter when we come to that cooler place on Monday, but for today it does distract from him just a little bit. The gray hog here, we really appreciate the length of side, the overall length of body of this hog. We just want to make him a little bit bigger over that top, explode him over that top, give him more dimension to that lower ham. Condition-wise, he's probably the lowest conditioned hog of my top flight here in this class. We can excuse these.
Thank you. I'd say
In your red group, we'll send them out here next. We start to lose some of the overall thickness. We do have one hog in here that does keep up with them. He's just a little smaller made animal. I really like the pattern and the make of this ham hog here. Just like to stretch him out just a little bit and give him some extra pounds to move him up into a higher class. But these other two hogs just really need more time, needing more muscle volume, especially through that loin and through that ham region.
All right, well, it looks like we have a little bit better sound here, so we'll be able to hear the judge. So that is some good news.
In our white group, we start to lose the condition that we started out the class with. It is hard for 4-Hers and FFA members because their market date is today. We as breeders, we feed animals, and when they're ready, we put them on a trailer, we send them off to the sales barn, and we're good to go. We have that flexibility. 4-Hers and FFA members don't have that. Today is their day. With the summer being hot, we're seeing a lot of lighter hogs or a lot of lighter animals, period, in our travels throughout Wisconsin and the Midwest. And we're not as efficient when the weather gets hot, and our animals are the same way. So these animals all needed another 20, 30 pounds, but even with that, we needed more muscle volume, especially over that top, more width to keep up with the animals above them. We can excuse these out. In our final group here for this class, again, we need more condition, we need more time, more days on feed, but we do need more muscle volume, more product. These are going to be very lean animals, but there's not going to be a lot of that bacon for bacon cheeseburgers, and that's going to be a problem. These animals do need to be about another 20, 30, maybe up to even 50 pounds heavier for the belted gilt that started out the class here. Thank you.
All right, in that class, this is Class 2. It was Edison Zeilinger taking first and Weston Raleigh with second blue. From Class 1, Brooke Zeilinger took first and Gabe Winkles
Class 3
two.
gilts. Bring them in.
We're up to Class 3 gilts now. Class 3 gilts coming in. Wisconsin State Fair checking in some folks down at the State Fair. And congratulations, there was some Durand, or the Reserve Champion Market Barrow from the Wisconsin State Fair. So I'm pulling up my press release here from that. Was Logan Bennett of Durand. He had the Reserve Grand Champion Market Barrow. Last night he sold it for $15,000 at the Governor's Blue Ribbon Livestock Auction at the State Fair. Also, Josie Lorenz from Woodville had her Grand Champion steer sell for $35,000. So thank you to those two exhibitors as well. Congratulations to them for All right, we're in Class 3. Class 3 right now. Again, watching coverage of the Pierce County Fair Swine Show this morning from the Pierce County Fair. 10 classes today, and we will be having the 10 classes, and then after that is when we'll step away. And we'll have the beef show tomorrow. We do have some swine trivia, by the way. I know I'm a little bit far behind. We're trying to, myself and Linda, who's one of the 4-H educators and superintendents here, we're trying to get the camera up just a tad higher here so we can get at least a little bit of a better view. Thank you to Linda for helping us out on that. At least we have a little bit of a better view now. My table's just not, we need just one more foot and it would be perfect, but we're darn close. A lot better than it was here about 5 minutes ago. Anyway, how long does it take for a pig to reach market size? This is from the Wisconsin Pork Association. 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, or 8 months? Let you think about that. Also, the nice sound man let me we looked at the back of the sound system and we were able to find a place where yours truly could plug in. Again, those of you watching us on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel, let us know where you're watching us from. Love to hear from you this morning. Again, from the Wisconsin Pork Association, how long does it take for a pig to reach market size? 2, 4, 6, or 8 months? Well, correct answer is 6 months. 6 months. Galley checking in this morning. Thank you for checking in. As we continue with the Pierce County Fair Swine Show this morning, let us know on our Facebook page or YouTube channel what city you're watching us from. Yeah, we're nosy. We love to find out where everyone's watching us from this morning. Looks like we are down to our last 4. Now we're down to our last 3.
As we work our way up, it's easier to find adequate condition, and we're just right on that edge here in this class. To me, the gilt that's going to take this class is going to be the black and white gilt of the young lady. I think it's a hog that blends the width of top, has that good loin eye in it. We look at it from the rear, is the widest stifled hog in the class, carries down to a dimension of the ham, and a hog that I think sorts itself handily to the top of this class. Second place is going to be the gray gilt. I think we've got the overall length of side. We give up some of that width of top, maybe a little bit of that lower ham, but it's also slight because that's a pretty close pair when we come to those two animals. Third place is going to be this Hamp gilt. Really like the stylish appeal of this hog. Really like to see it on the move. Just like to stretch it from head to toe just a little bit more to move it up in my mind in this class. Really admire the width, the top, and the overall muscle volume. From a carcass standpoint, this is an animal that probably is going to do pretty well from a carcass, from the carcass trait standpoint. In the red group here, we start to lose some of the muscle volume that we started out the class with. Some hogs that could stand just a few more pounds just to make them a little bit more market ready. The red hog, I really like that hog. I looked at it for quite a while. Just a hog that I'd like to clean up through that jowl just a little bit. It is a fairly wide hog, but some of that is starting, in my mind, starting to be conditioned and isn't going to be red meat when we get to that cooler place on Monday. For the weight group, we start to lose that wassail volume that we started out the class with. We just need to widen them out over that loin, give them more dimension to that lower ham. All these hogs could use a little bit more condition. The fair came a little early. The summer was hot, and that was an issue for some of these hogs here today. We're going to round out the class with some hogs that, again, need some more muscle volume. We start to lose that width of top, that overall loin dimension. Some of these hogs we could stretch out a little bit, especially the red hog here. But good eating hogs, just hogs that just needed a little more product in my mind to move up higher in the class.
Winning that class, Morgan Samper, and second blue, Cohen Stewart. Congratulations to those two exhibitors as we go on to Class 4 barrows.
Okay, next we have Class 4 barrels. Bring them in.
You have 10 coming into the ring in this class. Thank you to Pierce Pepin Cooperative Services, your Touchstone Energy partner. Also 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Building smart fiber optic communities and homes from the ground up. Find out more. Visit www.coop. Provisions Health, Duran, changing the way you experience healthcare. Visit provisions.health for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our video streams. Without their help, it's pretty simple. We wouldn't be here at the Pierce County Fair. So please thank them for their support. Again, we have the barrels in now. Another class of barrels. This is class number 4 of 10. 4 of 10. All right, what's the typical size of a newborn piglet? This from Wisconsin Pork Association. 1 to 2 pounds, 3 to 5 pounds, 6 to 9 pounds, or 10 pounds and over. Again, what's the typical size of a newborn piglet? 1 to 2 pounds, 3 to 5 pounds, 6 to 9 pounds, or 10 plus pounds. We'll tell you about that. Give you that answer coming up. Again, thank you to the Wisconsin Pork Association for our trivia today. Beef show tomorrow at about 8:55. Livestock auction tomorrow night at about 6:55 with our coverage. Again, those of you watching on our Facebook or YouTube channels, let us know in the comments section where you're watching from. Love to hear from you this morning. Some folks down at State Fair checked in, Beaver Dam checking in. O'Galley checking in this morning as well. Love to hear from you. Again, 10 in this class. And it's a sea of humanity and pigs in the ring. Not sure of the delay here. Judge is talking with some of the ring folks and some of the other folks here, so not really sure. Now, well, maybe whatever the issue was, that's been taken care of. Again, watching coverage of the 2025 Pierce County Fair Swine Show. We're in class number 4 of 10 today. Thank you to our streaming video sponsors as well today, including Chippewa Valley Energy, serving the Chippewa Valley since 1922. They have their winter fill program underway. Find out more. And also their summer fill program. Find out more at ChippewaValleyEnergy.com. Wisconsin Credit Union, serving members for over 80 years. Visit wisconsincu.org. AMPI, the farm families of AMPI, a Midwest Farm Cooperative serving the upper Midwest. The farmers of AMPI invite you to try the butter and cheese from Dinner Bell Creamery. And if your grocer doesn't carry Dinner Bell Creamery butter or cheese, ask them to do so. And J.M. Watkins Meats, located just 3 miles west of Plum City on Highway 10, with their brand new facility, including a drive-through now. You can get coffee early in the morning. Plus, if you use the new online ordering page at the J.M. Watkins Meats website, you can order online and you just go right through the drive-thru. Pick everything up on your way home from work. Visit the J.M. Watkins Meats website for more information, or even better yet, stop into the brand new facility. If you haven't stopped in yet, boy, you definitely want to check that out. Thank you to all of our video streaming sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our video streams. Without their help, we wouldn't be here. It's simple as that. Here at the Pierce County Fair. Also, thank you as well. Reach out to the Pierce County Fair Board as well. Let them know you appreciate our video streams. They help us out with a lot of different things as well.
When we're judging barrows and gilts, the barrows will tend to put on condition at lighter weights, so it's easier to get condition on them in the lighter classes, which also conversely gives them a disadvantage when we get to the heavier classes, because the gilts tend to stay leaner as we work our way up to scale. I think that the hog that needs to win this class is the Hamp Barrow. He is easily the widest topped hog in this class. Just a tremendous amount of product in this guy. Really admire the amount of muscle that he's got. At 241, he's still a little light for where the industry's at. But for this class, I think he handily sorts himself to the top of the class. The Black Barrow gives up some of the width that we started out with, but I think from a condition standpoint is still relatively trim and still has a solid carcass in him, and he will be your second hog in this class. For your red flight in this group, we've got some hogs that have some muscle. Just give up some of the overall pieces that we started out the class with. The spotted hog here, really admire the width of top. Maybe stretch that hog out just a little bit from head to toe if we were going to change him. The other two hogs just need to make them a little wider, give them a little more product, a little more expressiveness through that loin and through that ham area to move them up higher. Then we're going to have a pair of whites in this class. Hogs that from a condition standpoint I think are solid, just need to stretch them out from head to toe, give me that extra pork chop that the hogs above them had in here. Again, they could use some more weight. Condition wise, especially the Duroc, I think needed another 15 to 20 pounds to really make him market ready here today. We're going to round out the class with a couple hogs that we just need to bulk them up a little bit more. I tell youth when they're coming to the farm is we're picking out Arnold Schwarzenegger from Baby Pictures, except nobody knows who that is anymore. So I've asked, who's our bodybuilder, and they say The Rock. Basically, these are the athletes of the fairgrounds. We need them to have more muscle, more volume, more product to make a more pleasurable eating experience.
All right, next we have Class 5 gilts. Bring them in ring.
Hey, buddy, how are you? How's the beer going? Good?
Winning that class is Jared Gaisler, and taking second blue is Brooke Zeilinger. Go on to class number 5. We're halfway through. Class 5, this is a class of gilts. Class of gilts that we have coming in. Again, hope you're enjoying coverage of today's Swine show. We have 10 classes here today. Once we're done with the 10 classes, that's when we step away, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning for the beef show. I need. Again, those of you watching our coverage of the Pierce County Fair Swine Show, let us know on our Facebook page or YouTube channel in the comments section where you're watching us from. Love to hear from you this morning. As we're halfway through the show already, we're in class number 5. Oh, some more folks checking in from Wisconsin State Fair. Hope the fair's going well for you down in West Allis. All right, some more trivia from the Wisconsin Pork Association as we continue to narrow down this class. Which of these countries is a major importer of U.S. pork? Germany, Japan, France, or Argentina? What you think about that? Again, which of these countries are a major importer of U.S. pork? Germany, Japan, France, or Argentina? We'll let you think about that. Give you that answer here coming up. A few more in our class being narrowed down. Got 4 left in this class. 4 left. Well, down to 3. Looks like we got our last 2 now. Nope, last 3. Down to the last 3. Excuse me.
as we work our way up in the gilt class, it is easier to find adequate condition, and I think we've got it at the top of this class. The hog that's going to sort herself to the top of the class is going to be the Hamp gilt here right in front of me here. Just a gilt that we really admire from a total muscle volume standpoint. Really wide across that top, carries down to that lower ham, gives me some dimension to that stifle, and a real eye-appealing hog. At 256, we're getting real close to where the industry wants to be, or where I would start my target as far as what I'm looking for in hogs. For second, it's going to be the white gilt for me here today. I think she models the hog that we started out with as close as anything in here. Gives up a little bit of that width of top that we started out the class with. But again, a hog that I think is conditioned right for your Pierce County Fair and is going to hang a quality carcass. The Duroc gilt here, I just like to stretch her out just a little bit. She keeps up with the hogs above her from a width standpoint, but she's a little shorter sided, a little shorter coupled for me here today. If we could put an extra inch or two onto her, I think we would have been scratching her head a little bit and maybe thinking of some different plans in this class. But a really good top flight in the gilt class here. For our red group here, we start to lose some of the muscle volume, especially the width of top that we started out the class with. The Duroc gilt in this class, just I really like the pattern of this animal. Just maybe give me a little more length of side to do anything different with this animal. Just has some width of top about it. Just needs a little more stretch to move up higher. The other two gilts, again, the muscle volume, especially through that loin, through that lower ham. In your white group here, again, we're looking at muscle volume. I think condition-wise, we've got animals that have enough condition for me to be market ready. We just needed more muscle volume, especially through that loin and especially down through that lower ham. We start to cut up a little bit there. We just want to deepen them through those regions. For your pink group, we've just got a flatter muscle pattern. We just need them to be more expressive. Sometimes the gilts look a little more feminine, which from a breeding standpoint is okay, but from a market standpoint, we still want that raw power, that raw meat, especially the red gilt here. She's a real stylish gilt from the side, but when we start to really analyze her, I just wish she was a little bolder, a little more muscle, a little more volume about her. Thank you.
Andrew Gessler wins that class, and in second blue, William Swenson. Go on to class number 6.
Okay, next we have class 6 barrels. Bring them in.
Again, watching coverage of the Pierce County Fair Swine Show. Brian Winnikins from WRDN Radio. Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll have the beef show tomorrow. We are in class number 6 right now. These are barrows. 251 to 261 on the weight. Looks like we're down to 5 left in this class. Again, this is class number 6 barrows. 6 of 10 classes today. He's away from 251 to 261. Getting a decision here coming in.
As we talked about, as we work our way up, it's easier to find adequate condition, and I think we do have that. The barrows tend to fatten up a little bit quicker at a lighter weight, and it's just a little easier to make a market weight at the lighter weights. This is a really close placing in my mind. The widest top hog shows me the most dimension to that lower hand is going to hang a desirable carcass together. So of course, I think he is the hog from a pattern standpoint that follows the hog that we started the class with. The largest hog of the three. In your red group, we start to lose a little bit of that muscle. We just carry a little bit more condition up through the jowls of some of these hogs. That's going to be waste when we get to that butcher's floor come Monday. But 3 very good carcass type hogs, hogs that I think are going to trim, have a solid carcass to them. Just needed a little more muscle volume to keep up with the group ahead of them here today. In our white group, again, we start to lose some of the muscle volume, especially through that loin and that lower ham. Those are the meat cuts in these hogs, aside from bacon. But we need to get bigger hogs in order to get to that point, to your side pork, your pork bellies. But hogs that just needed more muscle volume to move up higher in the class. We're going to round out the class with some hogs that I think just need more muscle volume, just bulk them up a little bit more, make them wider through that loin, give them more dimension through that lower ham to move them up in the class here today.
Winning that class is Oakley Yarwood with the first blue, and second Jaden Obermueller. So congratulations to those two. Go on to class 7, Gilts, 261 to 274 pounds.
Stand again. Wait. All right. All right, bring the next class in, class 7.
Watching coverage of the Pierce County Fair Swine Show. We are in class number 7. These gilts weigh 261 to 274. And thank you to our sponsors, including Alcivia, a leading member-owned agriculture and fuel cooperative serving Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois. Right now, Alcivia has some 2026 planning specials farmers with Verity financing. Find out more. Visit alcivia.com for more on that. SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. Visit them online at sfbank.com. Bauer Seeds and Service, your local Pioneer Seed and Pivot Bio dealer serving the Durand area. Visit BauerSeedsandService.com for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our video streams from the Pierce County Fair.
To stand right behind you, so you know that I'm back here. So.
Looks like we have 3 left in this class. All right, our last 2.
We're back to a gilt class here, and so again, they can carry a little bit more weight. We've got 2 hogs in the ring that are a pound apart. So basically, we're looking at which one can carry 254 or 253 pounds. My nod is going to go to the Hamp hog here. I think that's just a real quality animal, really wide over that top, deep through that loin. Shows me the most dimension of stifle. It's really close with the Duroc, but I think from a rear view, we've just got a wider stifle on the Hamp hog, and she's going to get to be the nod in this class. The Duroc gilt, I really like the muscle volume of her. She's just really well put together. Just gives up some of that width of stifle that we started out the class with in this Hamp, but very close placing in my mind. We get into the red group here. Again, animals that I think are conditioned right for the fair today. Just give up some of the muscle volume, the coarseness of muscle that we saw in some of the gilts above them here today. I think all 3 of these are very solid carcass gilts, especially the Duroc. I think she's going to have a very quality carcass, just like to stretch her out if we were going to change her. The same with the Hampa-influenced gilt here. Just need to stretch them out from head to toe to keep up with the animals above them. In the white group, we've got a couple gilts that are just a little bit more flatter muscle. The Hamp here, she looks like she's got some thickness. I'm hedging some of that is going to be conditioned when we get to that cooler place on Monday. We're going to round out the class with some hogs that are a little flatter in their muscle shape. Just need to bulk them up a little bit more, make them wider through that top, give them more expression through that lower ham to move them up in the class of gilts today.
Into the ring. To 280. Again, we're in Class 8 barrows from 263 to 280. In that last class, taking first blue, Ella Obermuller, and second blue was Walter Rolinski. That was in class number 7. Again, this is Class 8 barrows, 263 to 280. As we continue coverage of the Pierce County Fair Swine Show. Tomorrow morning we'll have the beef show starting at about 8:55. And then tomorrow evening we will also have the livestock auction with coverage then starting at about 6:55. The Farms radio station, Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM. We have 7 hours of farm programming throughout the day. We kick things off Monday through Friday from 5 to 7 with the WRDN Morning Farm Report. Farm news, farm markets from the overnight and from the day before. Also our ag weather, interviews with some of the newsmakers in agriculture as well. Plus some great classic country music too. That's the WRDN Morning Farm Report from 5 until 7, Monday through Friday. Also, during the bottom of the hour, during the 9, 10, and 11 o'clock hours, we'll have market updates. During the noon hour, we have our midday market update, ag weather update as well, and also news from agriculture. From 1 until 3, Chip Flory is in with the news and issues affecting rural America and the farm markets with AgriTalk. That's from 1 till 3. From 3 until 4, Jesse Allen is in with news and issues from rural America with AOA. During the 4 o'clock hour at about 4:25, Susan Littlefield's in with Market Wrap. She talks with analysts from around the country about the news affecting the markets for the day. You can listen to WRDN online as well at our website at realcountry1430.com. You can also download the Live 365 app or even Alexa as well. On your Alexa, just say play WRDN. Farms radio station, Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM, WRDN. As we're in Class 8 barrows from 263 to 280, 263 to 280. 2 more classes to go before we do our championship round. I think we have 3 left. 3 left. Nope, 4. Make that 4. 4 left. Again, Class 8 barrows from 263 to 280 pounds. Now we're down to our last 3. Again, those of you watching on our YouTube channel or Facebook page, let us know what city you're watching us from in the comments section. Love to hear from you today. Tomorrow we'll have the beef show at about 8:55 and the livestock auction tomorrow evening. Excuse me. Thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. They are our sponsors of our video streaming service at our website at realcountry1430.com. So we'll be getting a whole bunch of stuff ready to go for that, for our first Durand, Arkansas football game on August 22nd. We'll be at Spring Valley. Down to our last 2 now.
We're getting up into weight classes that the industry is looking for. These hogs are in that 270 range. That gives them enough condition for me, so we can go ahead and really look for muscle volume, and we do have that in this white barrow here. I think he's just a really shapely type of animal, really wide over that loin, deep through that loin. Shows me some dimension of that lower ham. He's going to win your class here today. Second place actually got pretty close for me with the white hog that we excused and this red hog. I'm going to give the nod to this red hog. I think just a little trimmer over through that shoulder gives me all the muscle that we started out with here today. Just maybe not quite the width of stifle that the top hog has, but a hog that I think in my mind is going to hang a really desirable carcass. Very good class. Now they don't want to leave. Now this white hog, I really like that hog. I think just to trim her up a little bit through that shoulder, that was the nod with the red gilt, that barrel that was right ahead of her here today. We think we've got three very good hogs. We just want to stretch these other two out just a little bit, give them a little more length of side if we're going to make anything more with them. The white group here, again, I think everybody is conditioned right. It just comes down to muscle volume. We need animals to be bulked up. Just give them a little more width over that top. Give them more shape into that loin and through that ham. We round out the class with some hogs that are just a little flatter muscled in their make. We've got a pair of hogs here. I'd like to see them just walk a little bit freer on those back legs. It's not going to matter Monday, but we need to get them at least to market weight and have to have some wheels under them for that. We just need to bulk those animals up and make them a little wider over through that top, give them more dimension to that ham. Two probably very good eating hogs, just hogs that we needed a little more muscle volume to move them up in the class today.
Okay, this is the last class of gilts for the day. Bring them on in.
Nice class of gilts for the day. Winning that class, by the way, in Class 8. Ivan Henningdorf won the class, and then Ava Boxell won second place in that class. Going on to Class 9, last class of gilts, 275 to 322. 275 to 322. Okay, and last class of gilts, the heavyweights, 275 to 322. Then we'll have one final class of barrels, then we'll do our championship drive.
Okay, Paige Ginsbach, if you're in the ring here, we have a plaque for you for the rate of game. You bet.
And this is class number 9 gilts. The heavyweights 275 to 322. We'll have one more class of barrows from 282 to 305. And then we'll have our championship drive, and then we will wrap things up from the Pierce County Fair here today. And we'll be back tomorrow with the beef show, about 8:55. I don't think we ever gave you the answer to this question. Which of these countries was a major importer of U.S. pork? I got kind of distracted. Germany, Japan, France, or Argentina? That answer is Japan. It's from the Wisconsin Pork Association this morning. What internal temperature should pork chops reach for safe consumption while staying juicy and flavorful? Should it be 145, 160, 180, or 120? We'll give you that answer coming up. So we are narrowing down this class. And as we continue to narrow this class down, looks like we're down to 6 now. Again, this is class number 9 gilts from 275 to 322. Down to our last 4 now. 4 left. So, what internal temperature should pork chops reach for safe consumption while staying juicy and flavorful? 145, 160, 180, or 120? Correct answer is 145. 145. Thank you to Wisconsin Pork Association. The pork trivia today. Our last hog show of the summer fair season. That's right. We'll have the beef show tomorrow here from the Pierce County Fair. It's like last 3 now. Well, our last 2, time for the decision.
Very high quality class of market gilts here. We've got some animals at the top of this class that make the judge kind of scratch his head a little bit, and it comes down to personal preferences. We may agree today, or we may agree to disagree, and that's okay. This is still objective. It's one person's paid opinion, and that's my opinion today. I would encourage, if you have strong opinions, to get your judge's card, because we need more judges. Parents are kind of rough on judges, unfortunately. So we need more judges, and it would be great to see more people in the ring. In this class here, we've had a real close place in between the top 3, actually, in this class. Unfortunately, because of Ag 5, I can only give out so many blues. The state does reimburse your fair board for premiums, and so we're following that, so we're not adding on dollars to the fair board here today. The hog that's going to win this class is going to be the black-headed gilt here. Just a hog that I think puts everything together for me. Just really wide over that loin, deep through that ham, wide through that stifle, yet trim up through that shoulder. I think she's still trim enough where she's going to have a shapely carcass. And she gives me a little extra length of body, which the next two hogs do not. And that's going to be the nod for her here today. Second place is going to be on the ham gilt here. Just really admire the muscle volume. I think she keeps up with the hog up above her quite well. Just a little more product up front compared to the hog that we started out with. We're splitting hairs, and this is objective, but that's how I see it here today. We're going to bring out our red group here. We had this ham hog just really was in the running with the top two here. I just like to stretch that hog from front to back. Maybe give it just a tick more frame to carry that weight here today. But a hog that to me was real close placing with those top two. The other two hogs start to lose some of that muscle volume that we wanted. We don't have the width of top or that dimension of that lower ham. We get into the white group here, we start to lose some of that muscle expression. We've got hogs that are conditioned right for the show today, hogs that for the industry standpoint are right in that sweet spot from a pounds standpoint, but hogs that I believe just needed more muscle expression to move up higher in the class. We round out the class with our last group here, just hogs that we needed to bulk them up, make them wider over through that top, maybe take a little bit of that frame off. We've got a lot of frame going on. We did have our rate of gain winner, which is always good. As a former feed guy, we always want to see animals fed well. Just animals that needed more muscle expression to move up in the class here today.
Winning that class, Andrew Gaisler, and second was Clayton Gaisler. Final class of barrows today, 282 to 305, 282 to 305, and then we'll do our championship round. Our championship rounds, one for barrows, one for gilts.
Last class of barrels. Bring them in.
Again, last class of barrows coming in, and then we'll do our championship rounds for barrows and gilts. So last class of barrows today, weighing 282 to 305. Then we'll do our champion round. Beef show is tomorrow about 8:55. What's the most popular breed of swine in Wisconsin? What you think about that? This is from Wisconsin Pork Association. Again, what's the most popular breed of swine in Wisconsin? We'll give you that answer coming up. So we start to narrow down the class. Again, looks like we are down to our last.
Roast. So I commend all the exhibitors for requirement really is to try everything is market. Good hogs towards the top of this class. They just have a lot of width of top, a lot of dimension to that loin. Width of stifle. I think he's a hog that puts together the most pieces that I'm looking for here today. All these hogs are in the 280-ish weight range, which puts them right in the middle of where the industry needs to be. So that commended all the exhibitors in the class. Our second place, the hog just really has a lot of product, a lot of muscle about him. Well, the black top hog just isn't quite as free moving as some of the other hogs in here. We start to analyze him. He gives up a little bit of that width of top and that dimension of that lower ham. I think he deserves to move him up above the two above him here today. Group that's coming out here again, all of some of these hogs are carrying just a little. That's going to be waste when we get to that cooler place on Monday. So we need to have muscle, but we still need to have them trim. We do have this one hog that is carrying a little more belly fat. Don't pick on me for that, but sometimes we just do that, and it's going to be a little more trim, a little more bacon possibly, but so volume. Flatten out a little bit from a muscle doesn't, so they won't walk as smoothly. Are carrying a little more condition. They're going to be good eating hogs up in the class of
So all
eating hog up in the class of
so all First blue, class 2 is Addison Zeilinger. Class Zeilinger. Class Ella Obermuller.